generation, we've become so opinionated, and it's more like a trend to be ignorant with how you feel about things. So like, I don't want to date this girl, she's getting it, or I only want these kind of girls. Like, everyone's looking for this like superficial part of a relationship, but like no one wants to get into the root of what a relationship is. Like, that's why I'm seeing people that are in relationship for like 2 months, 3 months, and like I'm barely seeing any people who are in relationship for years. Like, because everyone's like, oh, I just want, a cute girl with fat ass and most Instagram likes. But like, if she has no sense, what are you going to do with that? Like, are you going to date a ditz because you want 1,000 followers on Instagram?
I'm gonna say, I think humans just have a fear of being alone. They want to be alone forever, and that's the main reason why you do it. You just like companionship, and like all of your other friends or peers or like people around your age all have companions, so you would want the same type of thing, even if you're not ready necessarily.
First of all, I don't think you should be with anybody that you don't trust.
Yeah, same.
That's just a recipe for disaster right there.
Yeah.
I mean,
because trust makes up like what, 50% of a relationship, I
basically,
believe.
I mean,
basically,
that person wouldn't be able to do anything without everything being second guessed, and that in itself would be annoying. I personally can't tolerate that. But I mean, if you can't trust somebody, you spend more time worrying about the person, what they could be up to, and everything that's possible, basically.
And that just brings out more bad in a relationship when you start worrying about what they have to do all the time. That just brings out negative,
In every single one of my relationships, I didn't trust a girl. Yeah, I didn't trust a girl.
So why are you in a relationship?
Because once again, people get lonely. I will agree. Like some relationships, I've gotten into a relationship not knowing, and I just got into it. You know what I mean? And then I learned things along the way. I would never do it now, but that's my thing. If I need to experience it that way. You know what I mean? At age 16, I'm not thinking, because I don't trust this girl, I'm not going to date her. Because I don't know. Like, I don't understand the importance of trust. You know what I mean? I see it at home, but I don't understand it with another individual, a female that I'm getting into a relationship with. You know what I mean? I don't understand it. So now that I've experienced it and I get it, I'm definitely not going to get into a relationship if I don't trust a girl. Because it makes sense now. Why would I do that? Right? But I'm speaking about, like, as a whole individual. I'm not going to speak on my life now. I'm speaking over... I've gone in relationships where I didn't trust somebody, but I've learned how that can be detrimental. And if I didn't do that, I would continue to date girls. And if I didn't do that and understand why it's detrimental, I continue to date girls without trusting them.
So, I don't know. Just a lot of people don't know that there's levels to this dating. Like... Really, like, you go from talking to dating, then relationship. People are just jumping from talking to, that's babe. I don't see anybody that actually, like, goes to, like, the dating stage before actually in a serious relationship.
Explain the dating stage.
Okay, so you get to, like, you meet somebody, you see someone, I don't know, here, and you're like, okay, they're kind of cute, you guys, talk, exchange contact information, you guys go on dates, get to know each other. You guys don't have to be exclusive, because some people date more than one person at a time. So, I mean, a lot of people believe not to invest all your time in one person. I don't do that, but whatever. So, you get to know that person, and then eventually, if you guys feel like you guys are compatible, then you say, I want to go out with you. I want to be annoying to you for the next, I don't know how long. Like, people just think, okay, you guys are talking, you guys follow each other on Instagram, you guys follow each other on Twitter, you go to a party, or you see someone somewhere, you guys go out to dinner once, and then you guys are together. Like, then you realize later on that, you don't like that person likes to bite their fingernails, or you have nothing in common, but you guys like the same music. Like, it's just like no one gets to know each other, and then when you guys break up, everyone say, let's be friends. But you weren't friends in the first place, so you can't go back to something that you weren't.
I hate the dating cycle that we have now. I don't like it at all, because just of how ambiguous it really is. Just like everything's really like a guessing game until someone says, okay, we're official. Like, you know what I mean? Like, and just like I don't really know.
Nobody does that whole, like, oh, you want to be like...
I hate the term talking. Like,
yeah, me too.
I talk to a lot of people. You know what I mean? And I think it's just the fact that I have to, if we're talking, like me and you're talking, we've been texting. It's basically texting. You know what I mean? Like someone else as well. You can like two people at the same time, and there's nothing wrong with that. You can't get mad at somebody for it. It's just the way it is. And I think until you guys come to like a mutual statement, okay, like I like you only, and it's on both sides, it's reciprocal, then you can be like, okay, it's strictly commit, like we're committed until before we even make it official. Like, you know what I mean? Like, it's just the whole talking thing that has to go, because like it's a guessing game really until someone really says steps out. And there's a lot of people who use that talking thing as to their advantage, where it's like, okay, we were talking, doesn't mean I was committed to you. It's just like, okay.
It's always just an excuse.
It's a veil that you can really hide behind.
Yeah.
Like saying you're talking is just very like vague. Like it's not
vague,
even
for real.
like, you know, like it's just like a term that's just there. It doesn't define anything.
It puts you at a big disadvantage, and it could put other people at, it speaks for itself.
I feel like people have been open to hearing how everybody else's relationships start and go.
Yeah.
And sometimes they want to take control of it themselves. And the only way to do that is to speed up the process. See where it's going to go. Where is this going? Like that's a girl's favorite line. Where do you see this going?
But don't you feel that ruins your relationship? That's what cuts that relationship short once you rush into it?
90% of the time, yes. But there's always going to be that one person where it just seemed to work. It just seemed to work. So you know what I mean? We can't say it's definitely wrong, because we've all seen relationships that are still going on that have started that way. You know what I mean? And some relationships, like who knows, people's parents could have been like that. You know what I mean? So we can't say it's completely wrong. Maybe to you it's wrong. To me, like I feel ways of, like, there's how I see it is different. There is levels, I do agree with it. But like there shouldn't be a time limit on levels. Because that's what I think people are doing now. Like, you know, the first 4 months you're talking to a girl, this. Or for example, like the 90-day sex rule. Like that's a level. After those 90 days, you're saying, okay, we can have sex. But what comes with the sex is more than possibly what the other person can handle. Because usually there's emotions and things that come. But like, you know, you're putting time limits on things. So you're only really putting a time limit on your relationship. Because sooner or later it's going to run out. You know what I mean?
I think it is going very fast. I don't think there is really levels. Kind of just, hey, I meet you, you're cool, let's date. And that does usually ruin things sometimes, because sometimes one party isn't ready for that. So it causes them to run, or they're kind of like, I feel pressured, let's just do this. And then it ends up not working out, or sometimes working out. I don't know why people would do that. Like, it just feels good. Just to like have somebody, like I can't even think of, I've done that before. So, and that would be my answer. Like, it just feels good. Like, you just want to be with this person. Like, they're just so cool, you know. That's my answer.
I don't think that you have to cheat to find out what you want, but sometimes you kind of have to go a little bit out of your way to see if that person that you're with right now is the person you really want to be with. Sometimes it happens that way.